All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Up and Down matches. I am Moltrap here coming at you with Wolf alongside me as well. And we are coming down to the wire. These got 2 more games. They're going to determine everything. Let's take a look at the current standings. There we go. Trickster and TaeJa at 2 wins, 1 losses. Marine King stuck in the middle at 2-2. JYP and viOLet at 1-2. Now, just before the break, I was talking about how if JYP and viOLet each win their games, then there'd be a 5-way tie. I was talking about the different ways there could be ties. At the same time, if Trickster and TaeJa win their games, they just win.
Yeah.
So that would avoid the tiebreaker. So both those players are going to be really looking forward to this game because if they win, they advance to Code S. And if they lose, they actually are in tiebreakers, so they're like not out yet.
They're in a good situation. Yeah. TaeJa versus viOLet, he's got to be feeling great about that one. His Terran versus Zerg is really good, and viOLet obviously has shown his ZVT is not the best in the world. And
no, it's in fact.
TaeJa's got to be going into this next game feeling better than just so awesome. He's going to be feeling like, I can see the medallion, all I have to do is grab it.
Yeah. All I have to do is reach out and 2-racks it. I mean, grab it. Map is going to be Xel'Naga Fortress. Match number 9. Again, you know, and I wouldn't be surprised actually to see some kind of an all-in from either of those 2 players, Trickster or TaeJa, in this kind of a situation because of that. I mean, if they win, Code S. Just right there, Code S. If they lose, they're definitely going to a tiebreaker anyway, so it's going to be not a horrible situation for him. But we're going to find out here. Everything is on the line for viOLet if he's going to stand any chance of staying in this tournament. Here at the GSL, let's find out what's going to happen.
People I meet say I'm a lot like you. No matter my
All right, over here at the right side of Xel'Naga Fortress is our Slayer's Terran player. It's at 2-1.
Slayers, TaeJa.
Almost looked like he was going to all kill the group for a second, and then
I don't want to talk about that
let's
game.
not talk about that game. See, there's the triple-colored ram in the background, but here's his opponent, Warcraft 3 Pro,
viOLet.
who is 1 game away. Oh, he capitalizes the O and the L, apparently.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, which characters he capitalized.
Yeah. Thanks again, by the way, to G-Skill and Pepsi and also Ola eBook.
Yep.
Thanks, guys, for making the GSL possible, for making it possible for TaeJa to be 1 win away from Code S.
Well, I think we may see 2 racks from TaeJa. That would be pretty good to do on this map. It's a very medium-sized map. The rest isn't too far, but actually TaeJa is taking a gas here. She'll probably going to see our usual reactor Hellion expand.
Yeah, his barracks is in a position that suggests it's going to be 1 racks as well. So, just going to play a normal game. I mean, that's the other thing is, like I said, like TaeJa might just all in because he might get a free win and get Code S, but at the same time, he knows he's better than viOLet at this matchup, so he might also just play safe and know he's going to win a long game.
I think that's probably what we're going to see. Now, this drone is actually doing a lot of damage to the SCV. SCV's going to get out of there.
Barracks finishes.
He's going to be scouting actually with an SCV with low hit points. Not always the most ideal scouting SCV. Traps the drone outside.
Oh,
too bad.
No more scouting for you, drone.
He's a guy who wanted to take the other gas. Now you can't.
Now he can't. He can't see if there's going to be a factory or anything like that either. TaeJa is going to scout viOLet pretty quickly here. You just heard him hearing that his upgrade on his orbital command was complete, and viOLet's just gone ahead and gone for an expansion, and then his pool as well. So pretty normal stuff here. Oh, SCV needs to run.
Man, that is some
this is what happens.
SCV micro. Will it be enough though? Look at that.
Oh.
Did you hear that drone swiper didn't hit? Oh, again.
Oh, again.
This is actually...
And the drone on the ramp gets the final shot, or actually blocks for the other drone.
That's actually considered by many to be a bug.
What, the drone swipes but doesn't hit?
Yeah, and it's addressed in the PTR patch notes, so that probably won't happen. But this bunkering here is probably going to be shut down because 10 Zerglies are on the way. Do those out very quickly.
Well,
it's getting pretty close, though.
If it completes, nope, never going to complete.
Well,
too many Zerglings out. Well, oh, wait, he might. He doesn't target the SCV.
Oh, one Zergling bugging out here, and just barely didn't finish that bunker. It's canceled
And
immediately.
TaeJa is actually losing a bunch of Marines here.
It's a bit unfortunate. Command Center going down for TaeJa, 2 Hellions in the way, and I'm going to say viOLet dealt with that pretty well. Made a few extra Zerglings that he's not going to be able to really use, and he may end up losing all of them to Hellions.
But he didn't lose any drones. Didn't really have any. That pressure didn't really hurt him at all. And now that he scouts the factory with the Zergling, putting a spine crawler as well. Smart move.
He's going to be careful with his links because they are slow currently. He doesn't want to engage the Hellions at all. Command Center for TaeJa is about halfway done, and he can secure that quite easily. When your opponent goes hatch first, make Hellions, you can pretty much do whatever you want in the middle of the map because you have total control. You can dictate the flow of the game until Zergling speed finishes, and even after that's done, with good control, you'll still be fine.
For a second, I thought he was making another factory, but it was just the silhouette of the factory moving, and he's in fact making another barracks on top of his old reactor, starting to research some bio upgrades.
These Hellions want to get in here and kill some drones, but the spine crawler placement by viOLet is just too good.
Yeah, you want it right in the middle so that you can attack
at all angles, no matter which way the Hellions approach, you can poke at them.
Then you just need to be careful if they try and run by it, which pros won't do, but oftentimes other players will do. They'll try and run the Hellions behind. I mean, some pros do also, but...
Speaking of pros,
and actually, nope. Just wanted to test the water, see if that spine crawler had range over there.
I think he's trying to scare viOLet into making a second spine behind his mineral line, or in that area so he could defend against the Hellions, assuming a run by occurred. That lair tech for viOLet is very quick. Now he may end up making a spire right away. His Baneling Nest is finishing up, and there's a spire down.
And we might see quick Baneling speed too, theoretically. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
I think it's more likely what we're going to see is he just wants to get that spider to kind of control the map. He's, hold that thought. Hellions running in here to attack these drones. Nice positioning on these Hellions. There's not a lot of Lings out. Good queen positioning, though, blocks the Hellions. And in general, not killing very many drones at all, just getting one drone in total.
Yeah, that was... I'm not sure what TaeJa was thinking with that, why he decided he needed to do that. He didn't have blue flames, so he couldn't kill the workers that quickly.
That was exactly what you were saying earlier, where you were like, well, pros don't normally do that. It's just not a smart choice to try to make that happen.
But a big drop is loading up here.
And is spotted.
Wow. Okay, so...
Things going really well for viOLet.
Yeah.
15 supply up right now. His Spire is finishing. He doesn't have a third base, but he's going to be able to stick on 2 bases for a while, get those Rios out, and then secure the third base. And he's completely prepared for this drop. He's got tons of Speedlings and Banelings here. If TaeJa blindly drops, he's going to regret it. And that's exactly what he's doing right now. viOLet can't see this, but when TaeJa sees what he's up against, he's going to regret this. Nice targeting of the Banelings, though.
Nice.
And in fact, he may just have barely enough.
He does have enough. The Mutalisks are on the way, though, so this is going to get cleaned up eventually. But is he going to get enough kills to warrant this? In the meantime, he's going to get the Queen. Maybe some drones. If he gets some drones out of the deal, this will definitely be worth it.
Nice micro by TaeJa. viOLet just struggling to deal with this. Picks up, gets out there.
And he's actually going to get out of there right as the Mutas pop out. Beautiful timing by TaeJa. Yeah, and what happened there was the Zerglings piled up on top of the Marines so the Banelings couldn't actually get there. They couldn't actually attack the Marines, so he just targeted down the Banelings before the Zerglings.
Yeah, he used his Marauders to target them.
And yeah, used the Marauder as well to soak him up, so Banelings did not land, so that was nicely done by TaeJa.
Now, combat shields are done. TaeJa's moving out, but he doesn't have much of an answer for his spears. If the turret's repaired, though, he's going to be fine. This attack could do a lot of damage. There's no Banelings here.
And he's relocated the Spine Crawler to protect the drones, but that means he's going to be able to get free hits on the hatchery. He goes in, backed into a corner by these Zerglings, but those Marines are doing very well with the stim. He actually picks up and gets out. Oh, is he going to save the medevac? No!
Great control by TaeJa. Now he's actually going to hit this third base on his way back. The Mutas of viOLet are still just kind of chilling in TaeJa's base. TaeJa's now chasing them out. They weren't able to harass because of the turret placement.
And what is going on with that medevac down there? Okay.
He decided not to drop on the hatchery. He wants to heal up his Marines first by the looks of it. He knows the mutas might come and
yeah, you don't want to... Sorry about that. You don't want to sit around with all of your Marines in a medevac with like 5 hit points left. Because mutas might come back and get you for it.
Nice control by both players. Really smart play. I say we were really ragging on viOLet earlier about his EVT, but this game has been looking a lot more solid.
Yeah. Definitely got his head collected together a little bit more. And is showing some strong play here.
The speed of counterattack is going to be completely thwarted. In fact, viOLet doesn't even turn back, so he loses a lot of Zerglings for free, essentially. TaeJa taking a supply lead here, and may actually soon take map control. It's funny because the Muse are trying to catch the drop, but at the same time the drop is trying to catch the Muse.
That's
like, well,
right.
Maybe if they're inside the drop I can kill it, but you know, if he finds the dropships alone as well, it'd be good.
Yep, and what the... Is he...
I think he's trying to use that to scout.
Is he baiting it? Or something? He's like, here, kill my medevac, please.
I think he was just like, well, I'm going to lose this, so I'm just going to send it off to scout.
I don't see why I didn't just send it home to repair, I guess, but...
viOLet having
Banelings,
only 4 Banelings here. Just 4 more morphing.
Baneling speed is almost complete, and that's going to be good, except for the fact that viOLet has 0 creep spread.
Yeah, in fact, he has 0 tumor.
Does he even? Yeah, he doesn't even have a creep tumor. Oh, but hold that thought. Zerglings coming in and surrounding. The Banelings are in the back, though. Not able to get at the Marines because they are slow.
Nice targeting.
Oh, no, they're speed upgraded.
The Baneling speed at that moment, and he was able to get it just in time. Beautiful control by TaeJa, and now the mutas have to run away.
Wow.
That was actually... Someone should make a GIF of that, because that was so sick.
That was awesome. The Zergling, again, he was falling back from those Banelings, and I thought they were not speed upgraded for a second, but it was just they were off creep. They were moving so slow that the Marines were able to like move away fast enough, and he just targeted them down. That was beautiful control by TaeJa. This guy's so good.
He really is, man. And you know, viOLet's playing much better this game as well. But the creep spread, like you're saying, it's just he just made his first 3 creep tumors. We talked about it so loudly that he was like, oh, oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally has none, except the 3 that he just made.
Yeah, but normally at this point you'd want your creep way out in the middle of the map, so it would take the Terran a long time to creep into the middle. I mean, remember when he was retreating just a moment ago? The Banelings, they had Baneling speed. If he'd had his creep out farther, he would have been on creep during that, and the Banelings would have been a lot better off. So that...
Caught. That was close, man.
Almost lost his Mutalisk, but he's making a ton of Banelings right now. Not so many level, but he's making a lot of Banelings.
Yeah, right now he's up to 16 Banelings. 14 more Zerglings on the way. Looks like he wants to really do a big attack. Mutas made traps on these Marines. He's going to attack from 2 sides here, but there are just so many Marines, and as these Banelings fall because there weren't so many, viOLet is looking pretty dead here, actually. I think TaeJa's going to attack and end the game.
That was some sick control by TaeJa, targeting the Banelings down with the tanks, and then forcing the Banelings to engage at the wrong spot with the Marines.
And he's
targeting them down. He's just going to sweep in here. And he's just got a 40 supply lead. He's just going to sweep in there. I don't think viOLet can do anything about this. He's got a few Banelings morphing. If he can somehow land all of them perfectly, he could fight this off. I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, with these reinforcements coming in, I just don't think it's possible.
TaeJa's been splitting too well.
TaeJa has 1-1. The upgrade style is just at +1.
Look at that
the
splitting.
Tank is sieging up. Yeah, look at that splitting. He didn't even have to do that, but he just wanted to show us how good his splitting really is.
And here comes the final stand of viOLet. If he loses this game, he's out completely. If TaeJa wins this game, right now he is advancing to Codas. He feels it. It is so close. He is reaching out with his group of Marines to grasp that medallion as we speak.
Look at that medevac pick
wow.
There's not enough use to target down the medevacs. Plus, you won't know which ones have the Marines in it. Just beautiful decision-making, control, everything by TaeJa in this game. And even though viOLet played a better one, he still is forced to GG here. TaeJa will advance to Codas. viOLet, unfortunately, despite playing some good games earlier today, just was not able to close it out.
Yeah, and playing that game against Marine King, yeah, we're not going to talk about that game either. It was not too good.
No, it was
but
not.
He really showed some good play in this game. I gotta say, I'm again a little puzzled by the complete lack of creep creep spread.
Yeah, that was a little bit weird.
But he just did really well, though, as far as, like, you know, maneuvering his mutas. He never, like, really let them get caught by Marines.
His timings
He never
were good as well.
overcommitted the mutas. He had good timings.
I just started to see holes in his play as the time went on. Whereas, you know, that one speedling counterattack where he lost like 40 lings without doing any damage, and then there was the time where we noticed he didn't have any creep spread. There was a time where his mutas didn't kill the medevac when he could have, and there was like a few of those things where that really allowed TaeJa, who's a really good TVZ player, to just get leagues ahead. And the no creep spread was a little bit disturbing.
Yeah, I mean, any of the attacks that kind of happened towards viOLet's base.
Right, yeah.
Sorry about that. I forgot his name for a second there. They were off creep, and they should have been on creep. The Zerglings should have been able to close faster. The Banelings should have been able to connect with the Marines, but they couldn't.
Imagine how many less scans he had to use, how many more mules that is.
That's true,
Just
too.
everything.
Yeah,
like,
that's
creep
true,
spread
too.
is so important in this matchup. So,
yeah, so...
we got Trickster versus JYP,
TaeJa.
former teammates.
Yeah, ooh, former teammates going to be playing here.
The map is going to be Tal'Darim Altar. Pretty big map. A map where you actually have to 4-gate unless both players make a mutual no 4-gate agreement pact.
They're like, no rush 15, go, 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 okay.
Well, the only time where you won't see a 4-gate on this map is when you scout your opponent's second gas, and instead of deciding to get a free win, you also decide to take a second gas. And it's like kind of this like agreement that is made where it's like, all right, well, he took 2 gas and I took 2 gas, so I guess we're cool, right? Like, you're not going to 4-gate me, I'm not going to 4-gate you. And then one guy leaves the probe and the gas gets canceled, and that guy goes and kills him. That can happen. But yeah, we're going to have a PvP on Tal'Darim Altar. These guys are former teammates.
Yeah, I was just, if you guys saw me looking down just now, I was pulling up, I keep wanting to call him Tester, Trickster's PvP stats. Now, JYP is actually a PvP sniper. He's actually like 11-4 in PvP or something like that in his career. So he's actually really good at that. Trickster has had some troubles with it in the past. You know, he hasn't played PvP in a while either. The last time was Season 3 where he actually beat Son to get back into Code S. So he's had some successes, he had some losses. We're going to find out if he can beat the PvP sniper JYP here in the GSL up and down matches. If he wins, he's Code S. If he loses, it's a tiebreaker. Let's find out what happens.